The OpTic crowd quiet. We're now back into the game. This one looks pretty good to me. Shopify versus OpTic. Let's get it on.
Underway here, and man, like we said, the margin's so slim between these two that it feels like every opening rush, every pair of kills is going to be so important. Frosty's starting to burn a little bit of ammo early on.
So OpTic have the beating of Shopify towards B. Legend is already trying to cap that one, and it will be B and C early on. That's going to be captured by OpTic Gaming. There's Bound. And there goes a body for the first time. Frosty with the no-scope beat down, and expect a lot more of that from this POV.
What a way to start. And for Frosty and so many players this weekend, it feels like as two fall for OpTic Gaming, it feels like there's a new life for a lot of the best players in the game, just redefining themselves and what they are capable of in-game.
However, it's going to be an early triple cap actually coming in for Shopify Rebellion. There was a momentary 3 dead, and we will talk about 3 deads and how devastating they are, because that kind of thing can happen.
Frosty says, you keep the POV right here. I'm the one with the snipe. And he absolutely rips off Bound's face, who thought he was going to get away with a little bit of a C-plat jump.
Big win from Formal though, big confidence booster for the man who put this roster together. Winning those 1v1s, we're going to talk about it a lot throughout this series, because pivotal moments will be decided by pivotal battles. A and B in the control of Shopify Rebellion, but barely a point between the two teams.
Very good damage from that entire life from Formal. That'll pave the way for Renegade to clean up the scraps. They do find themselves with a momentary man advantage. We'll see if they can turn that into control. A starting to flip as well.
Well, 2 with the repulse bot middle means that he gets away from that battle without trading. Formal finds himself sacrificed by those frag grenades. Royal 2 shoots on the floor to get those shields down and take him down as well. OpTic will flip B, but you can see the ends of the map here. A and C control, but there's a really smart flank coming in from OpTic. Royal 2 going to fall into Formal once more. He picks up another kill.
3 dead. Cycle was the last player alive, so all the momentary lead there for Shopify will now be switched. OpTic Gaming takes the lead narrowly here, but very well timed 3 kills in succession paves the way for this hold.
One thing I loved about that from OpTic, the timing of it, right? The timing of that push onto A. The cap comes in, yes, but it felt like Shopify felt like they had an extra few seconds that OpTic didn't give them. A little bit caught off guard by the double push from the scoreboard side, and OpTic were able to get the kills, flip A, but again, it's OpTic who have the lead at this point. It's Shopify now try and transfer A back into their hold.
Legend waiting and baiting. He does have that QT back at Crane, so he will be able to disengage if he needs. However, with an AC hold, that QT at Green's not going to be that much of a help. Kill straight out. 3 dead for OpTic Gaming. Their Shopify responds.
Perfect time to get those kills as well, because it means Frosty can collect that first camo of the game for him. And he should be able to deal with Formal, but Formal, a little bit of pole dancing from him means he caps A, and that forces Frosty back now to rotate to capture as well as look for these slays. He does have a little bit of help alongside him from Cycle, and that's going to be those kills picked up, and A flip back into the possession of Shopify Rebellion. Bound with some shots in the back of camo, but might have given his position away because they're 3 dead now. OpTic, 2 players just come off the respawn.
Yeah, Formal top tower here, and even though Bound is able to eagle eye, he should be able to now grab the camo, and luckily for OpTic Gaming, the camo will dissipate. Look at Frosty very wisely once again, starting to burn a little bit of ammo off the rip. Wants to make sure it does not go into their opponent's hands.
This is very interesting from Frosty. He's not even trying to take angles. He's burning ammo immediately while not being under pressure. And I think he's just saying, we think we could beat OpTic if there's no sniper on this map. We think that is such a massive swing for OpTic Gaming. We can get it done without it. And you can't really argue considering they're going for a triple cap right now.
Yeah, it's just really interesting risk management coming in from Shopify, right? They know that, sure, you can start to burn ammo once you're under pressure, but why not control all of the risk? Why not know exactly how many shots are left and make sure your opponent is not able to use any of it? And just like that, they're up 84 to 44.
OpTic do manage to make a play onto B, though. They will flip that into their control. A couple of kills will go in the way of OpTic. It is aggressive. This push across top middle. Formal will collect what's left of that sniper rifle. 4 bullets to work with. A little bit of pressure coming in on him, and it's going to be Last Shot who gets that kill on Dice and will be able to reset C.
Just like that, he gets picked off, tries to get a little bit of extra damage on Nestbridge here. Things are starting to get a little bit closer, but let's get to an early listen and hear how the comms are on Shopify Rebellion.
Yo, three watching the tires, backing up, tires. It's 2B. Yo, one's
Look right.
Yo, he's quantum hitting big door.
Yeah, gonna go big door. I'm going cuts.
I'm getting shot from Swamp. Yo, game is one. Screens in an A.
All you bet. Solo bet.
Nice one, screens.
Yeah. Probably big door.
Yo, camo. Man, we're going in. Yo, hey, time to beat.
Camo 15.
Yo, one shot in vet. Two time mid, A5.
Cuts.
Here.
Yo, camo guys.
Hey,
I got
Yo,
Camo 3.
big camo.
Yo, dice.
Yeah, Matt.
Yo, it's scamming. Hit him 3 times. One shot.
Cuts down.
Go in, Matt. In.
For sure.
I'll go.
He's ape into screen. Screen.
I got camo.
All you press.
Elbow now.
I'm going C.
Yo, cuts in small.
He's outside small. Nice.
Inside CB, inside SB.
Tires on me. Yo, can you live by?
Yeah, there's a guy around
Yo,
wide.
in B.
Yo, back B, watch out.
Pushing, guys.
One guy, one in.
Watch out B. Two there.
Watch out, on the wing.
Light side.
One guy getting in.
3.
One guy. I got one more.
Well, out and listening, we need to talk about Bound. How did he just stay alive that long and didn't last shot? Regret not going for that kill.
Unbelievable. Vashot tries to engage Bound, gets him to one shot and cuts, but Bound has a perfect little pre-nade off of C-Plats to just stay alive long enough. And not just that, they don't even trade out the camo. And as a result, it's OpTic Gaming with a trip cap during that listening, and then they maintain the AB hold. And now, just like that, in what feels like no time at all, they are leading 160 to 84.
And they're looking for the triple cap. It will be Shopify who should be able to flip A, but no, they're flying in. Bound will get the reset on A. It's a triple cap here for OpTic Gaming, and look at where Formal is. He's up on the tower, and we've seen him hit this shot from this angle before.
It's still 3 dead. Cycle needs to make something happen here. He's got a little bit of help from Frosty. That sniper will not play. A few shots left in it. And Cycle makes it happen immediately. 2 shots left and connects with the first shot instantly. A lot of work to be done. All 3 of them flipping simultaneously.
Yeah, 3 dead for OpTic Gaming. That's why they can do
God,
exactly
triple.
that. And a triple. Simultaneous reversed into a triple. Like you say, everybody from Shopify won their individual fights across the map, and all of them were around strongholds.
What a response from Shopify. That's unbelievable. Let's not forget, moments ago, Cycle was the only player alive in a 1v1 on tower, and they immediately flipped. So down by about 100 points right now, but the game is far from over.
Frosty pushing in to clean up the kill onto Bound, but immediately that's traded out as well. OpTic working on flipping C back into their control. It's 204 points to 112. It's a commanding lead here for OpTic Gaming, but they find themselves 3 dead, and Renegade finds himself as last alive.
Yeah, exactly. Last player alive here. We'll see what he does. He's going to try to hold tower. They do get 1 pick, which is going to even up the tide a little bit, but they're trying to flush out tower, but easier said than done because Renegade is still alive at the tower. And Frosty's your only player alive for Shopify, which paves the way for a formal camo grab. Game in his hands right here. They're about to trip cap again.
That spawn is not nice for last shot. He just got absolutely melted, and it's a triple cap again here for OpTic Gaming. Formal with camo, Frosty in his sights. It's perfect shots from Formal. It's a perfect first game from OpTic Gaming. They will be up by 1 in your grand finals.